Hey there, thank you for tuning in to T Takes On. I'm T, and I'm just a regular guy that likes to take on things. Today, I'm going to show you how I'm going to try, as a beginner, to wash my car. The way I'm going to start things off first is I'm going to start by washing the wheels. The reason for that is because I don't want to have a clean car and then have dirt come up from the wheels and get everything on the sides. Okay, but before we start, the first thing to do is to rinse off any loose debris and grime off the car. Alright, now that I got things washed up and rinsed off, I'm going to go ahead and start with the wheels first, using Chemical Guy's Diablo wheel cleaner. For my bucket right here, I have a dirt trap, and the reason for a dirt trap is you don't want any debris coming back up, so it keeps all the dirt on the bottom. 2 good squirts, 1, 2, and I'm all set there. And I'm gonna activate my suds. And in addition to that, while I'm gonna be working on the wheels, I'm gonna get all the bugs off the front using Chemical Guy's bug tar remover. I already have that set up here. And this guy. While that's working, I'll go ahead and start with the wheels over here. And I got my Diablo wheel gel and this sprayer as well. Before I get started, I'm going to put in my dirt traps. My red one here for my stop and rinse bucket. My green ones, I'm going to reload my soap. And the soap for today that I'm going to be using is going to be Clean Slate. What this does is it's going to help take off any wax or sealant, so you have basically what says a clean slate, get back to the paint as much as possible. So 1, 2 good squirts. And to help out with some foam, it's not very foamy. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of Chemical Guy's Mr. Pink. There we go, right there. And what I'm going to do is activate my suds. Okay. And then while I have it, I'll go ahead and load up my foam cannon as well with Clean Slate. 1, 2 ounces of that. There's a little bit of Mr. Pink in there. And then just got to screw on this guy. And then I want to stir it in the foam cannon, not shake it, because I want as much foam on the outside, not on the inside. Alright, with that, let's give it down another rinse, let's try it down, and then I'll go ahead and load up with the foam cannon. Alright, now that I got loaded up in my foam cannon, let's go ahead and start foaming up the car. Now that the car is all foamed up, I have my wash mitt over here. It's got the chenille noodles. Once again, I have my green dirt trap to load up my mitt. I have my red dirt trap to stop and rinse it out so I don't cross-contaminate. I want to get all the dirt at the bottom with the dirt traps as much as possible. So here we go. So before I even start, I'm going to go ahead and scrub the bottom of the dirt trap to make sure I don't have any dirt from the last car wash. All right, so here we go. I'm going to start from the top to the bottom. Start here. Turn it. Wring it out. Rinse it off. Scrape the bottom of the dirt trap. Wring it out again. Reload with some soap. Lather, rinse, repeat.
Alright, here is my car after the car wash. Using clean slate, and the only thing now, the next step we're going to do is, the most I'm timid about, is going to be this is clay barring. You can, let's see, the camera can pick it up right here. So we've got like some bird etching, and here's some bird poop, and so then I have to use the clay bar to remove that and any other contaminants that is on the car. The clay bar is going to take off anything that's any contaminants on it or etched in the pores. So let's get to it. All right, let me go ahead and attempt my first clay bar. It's the Chemical Guys OG clay bar. It's going to help pick up all the contaminants along with Chemical Guys clay luber. Once again, I'm not sponsored by Chemical Guys at all yet, so let's go ahead and get to it. Okay, here we go. I got my clay bar here, my clay luber. I'm going to spray clay bar so it's nice and lubricated. I'm going to try to hit this spot over here. Generously wet this over here. Just go back and forth. You can hear, ooh, it's kind of scary. You can hear it working. It's like kind of like a scratching feel, but it feels smooth on the spots that I've already hit. There we go. I don't know if you can hear that. It kind of goes away afterwards. Nice back and forth, keeping it flat. You were lied to by Mr. Miyake. You do not go wax on, wax off in circular motions. You want to keep it in linear motions. That way, if you pick up any residue, you're not making any swirls. There we go. And the polish off, it's easier to actually get out any straight lines than swirls. Okay, I think this section's pretty good. Wow, you can notice the difference. You can feel the difference between the part that's not clayed and the lubricated part. Alright. I don't know if you can catch that, but there's, look at all those contaminants right there. All the dirt. So now that that's done, I'm gonna wipe that off. And let's see now, you feel, oh man, that is like butter smooth. Excellent. Okay, so that's how you clay bar. Now once you have all that dirt, just knead it in, find a new side, make a new patty, and continue on. All right, let me go ahead and finish the rest of the car here. All right, it's day 2. Last night, I finished clay barring the rest of the car. I wiped it all down. It is nice and smooth to the touch. Now comes the part I'm actually kind of terrified about. It's going to be the actual polish. I'm going to use my my dual action machine and polish for the first time. I'm a noob, so we'll see how things work out. All right, here you go. I'm going to hit the hood, but before we do, I'm going to do a before and after shot. So let's see, we can have here, you can kind of see some of the swirl marks around here. I hope the camera can pick it up. It's kind of hard to tell with the sun reflection, but I think you can see it through here. So here's it, just clay barred, hasn't been done at all. You can still see some of the spots on here, some of the scratches and swirls. So I'm gonna hit it with a V36 and do an after shot afterwards. Here we go. Okay, I pretty much finished hitting all the big spots with my Dewalt dual action polisher with V36. There's a little bit of smaller parts here, like the A pillar, the B pillars, that are just a little too small for that. So I've got my Flex PXE80 here, another dual action polisher. And the thing that's really cool is that I have a 3-inch pad here. I can quickly swap out this for my 1-inch pad for the really hard to get to places like the grill. Maybe I can use this for the A pillar and the B pillar back there. All right, so here we go. Let's finish up all the small parts of the car, and then we can move on to our finishing polish, which is going to be V38, then a ceramic coat, and then a glaze, and then a wax. Here we go. All right, here we go. I just finished polishing the entire car with V36 and medium polish, and you can actually see, I can see my reflection already. It looks pretty good. This is the medium polish. So I still need to hit it with V38 finishing polish, and man, that looks pretty good. I'm excited to see what's to come. And if you notice, I have masking tape everywhere. It's because you don't want the polish hitting all the soft rubber or the matte rubber or vinyl. You don't want to stain it that way. So yeah, the car looks great so far, and especially in hardness, it's black. But man, it's looking pretty sweet. All right, I'll get ready to start doing the final polish, the finishing polish of V38. Here we go. Alright, here we go. I have my V38 finishing polish, the finishing pad, and let's go ahead and get started. Alright, we are on day 3 of T Takes On car detailing. So yesterday, I was able to finish the car with some V36 and V38 medium and a finishing polish. Afterwards, I hit the car with some wipeout spray. So what this does, this helps out remove any of the polish residue left behind to get our surface nice and prepped for our ceramic coat, our glaze and sealant, and our wax. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this started with HydroSlick. What this is a ceramic coating. It's a hyper wax, so it'll give the car a nice hydrophobic properties, so that when water hits it, it'll just bead and cheat right off. All right, so let's give this a quick shake. So it's been 3 hours since I applied HydroSlick to the car. It's been fully cured. Our next step is to hit it with some blacklight. And this is a sealant and a glaze. I'm gonna hit it here with my dual action polisher. Let's go for it. All right, we've made it to the last step here, which is to wax the car. Okay, we went through the whole process of basically restoring the paint of my Accord here, and we went from washing the car to V36 medium polish, V38 finishing polish, ceramic coat with HydroSlick, doing a glaze and sealant with blacklight, and now finally being able to hit it here with the wax. So let's go and get this party started. go, guys. That's 3 days of working on the car. That's from washing it to polishing it to ceramic coat to a glaze and a sealant to finally a wax. It's all done. Thank you for being patient and standing by through the whole video. And you know, this has been T Takes On car detailing. Maybe it should be T Takes On my first YouTube video, because this is my first one. So thank you. Stick around. I'll be putting new videos eventually. All right, have a good one. Nice 5. Oh man, that just shot everywhere.